Hello there, welcome back to Crafters TV. My name's Joe. This is a launch day and it's always an exciting time when we bring you a launch day because we are bringing you brand new products that I know you're going to love and adore. But this one is super special because we are of course featuring the big brand of Hunkdory. Since we introduced them to you last year, I know lots of you have grown to love their products, and there is so much in this show, stuff that I think is absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, going to sell out. And we couldn't do a Hunkdory show without the man himself. Craig is here. How much gorgeousness is there in this show, Craig?
Oh my gosh, if you thought I was excited last night on my Facebook Live when it comes to the bit of a preview, then that's nothing compared to the actual live show. Let's have a look at some of the demos that I'm going to be doing, and let's hope that we actually get through them. So we've got brand new Adorable Scoreable, that is Marble Effect. We made this little book in our wake up call this morning. So that one there is a little journal book that we added and made in Wake Up Call Live. Absolutely gorgeous. This is something that I had made last week. Now I popped a few of my own little embellishments at the side here, but that is what you're going to know and expect when it comes to Animal Kingdom here. Then we've got Eastern Wishes. This is what I made on my Facebook Live last night. So once the show is over with, if you want more gorgeousness from Hunkdory Crafts, go back onto my Facebook Live where you can watch what we were chatting about. It was going to be a sneak peek as to the products, but then I ended up showing you everything as to what to expect. We did make that. We made a little concept card as well. You guys are loving it already last night. It wasn't even live on the website at the time. That's how much I was teasing you. And boy, it's going to be an absolute fast-paced couple of hours, that's for sure.
It certainly is. It has been very, very busy already before the show. There is a buy the collections bundle, as you can see, with decoupage, pads, inserts, topper pads, and even more. It represents the best value in the entire show. 10% has already gone. Club members, Platinum Club members can get their hands on it for $85.45 or $127. That means everyone will get free postage and packaging and free shipping and handling if you go for the big collection. Great saving for everyone considering it's an all new product you hear at Crafters TV, but Platinum members save £66 or $95, which is huge. Now what you're going to receive in here is the Animal Kingdom Ultimate Collection. That's made up of the luxury toppers, the inserts, and the little book. You're also going to receive the Paramount toppers, and it's a for him and a for her collection. You'll see those demonstrated as we go through the show. You've also got the decoupage books. Now these are awesome. You're going to get the Lovely Ladies, the Midnight Garden, and the Teddy Loves in there. Then you're also going to get the Eastern Wishes Ultimate Collection. Again, you've got toppers, inserts and papers, concept card collections, as well as a DL paper pad too. It is all in there for you. The 4 collections that make up that larger collection are all available individually. What I would say is we've got new Adorable Scoreable for you on the show. There's loads of gems. We've got things like parchment, and what I would suggest you do is take a moment to go to the website crafterscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu, click the shop the show button and have a look at absolutely everything that is available to you. We're going to go through it in a lot more detail as we go through the show, but Craig, I can see, he's been doing his pre-show yoga and everything. He's like a coiled spring over there ready to burst into action. So what do you fancy starting with, Craig?
Right, what we're going to do is something that I noticed last night is we've got brand new Paramounts from Hunkdory Crafts. Now a lot of you were like, okay, what is it, Craig? As soon as I showed it last night, it all clicked into place. So don't you worry, we are coming to Animal Kingdom, we are coming to Eastern Wishes. But what we're going to do is a Paramount collection. So within the set, you've got the option, well, not even the option, it's in the actual buy the show, where you've got the men option and you've got the women option. Lots of different images. So what I'm going to do is I'm bringing in one of these extras that you can pop into your basket. And these are our aperture card blanks here. Now these are going to match a variety of different shapes that come within the Paramount. So what I'm going to do is if I go to my set here, just quickly, because I know Joe will show you all this in detail, but so that you can get the understanding. You've got circle images, you've got ovals, you've got your scalloped here, and these, as you can see, it looks like two images here. And you've got lots of different designs. If you do go for the foil card blanks, they're going to match all the designs that come within it. So what we've done is I've brought in this image here. So that's how it comes onto the topper sheet, and same with this one here. So what you're then going to do, Joe, is you can actually just pop out the middle part, and then you're also got the same on this one here. So you've got your largest one, you've got your next size down, and then your smallest one. So think of decoupage, but more in a paramount effect. So if I set these ones to the side, let's bring in our card blank, folded it in half. Now this is Hunkdory's Ink Me cardstock, so it's their version of our white smooth stamping card. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in. I've already added my tape and foam pads to the back. You can of course be using your tape runner or your wet glues. And this is to show you how easy, quick and fun these cards can be. So if you are a beginner, what a great way to be a beginner. I've popped that into the aperture so you can see it through the window, and that's now stable into the base. We're then going to bring in our next image here. I'm going to bring my foam pads off. So taking the backing off, use glue gel if you want, whatever is more comfortable for yourself. And this is where it's just like decoupage. So we're going to match that over the top image. And when you get it where you want, we're going to press. So what I can then do is bring my next layer. Now what you'll notice, because we've got this little aperture bit, so if I bring it round, now it just so happens the size of it, my foam pads are large, so it covers the full lot. You don't need to, because there's nothing where for that to stick. So even if you just pop foam pads round the edges, that's more than enough. But what we can then do is if we take these ones off.
So if you didn't have the aperture cards with these, Craig, would you just build these up as a standard topper and then attach them to a card?
Of course you can, yep, absolutely you can do. You know, you may have lots of card blanks at home, so you can 100% use them. So that could easily just be on the front of a card blank if you want. You don't necessarily have to have the apertures. It's just these aperture card blanks are made in conjunction to work with these. So what I can do is I can take this last bit off now, and then we can pop that one straight over the top, and I can press. So we've now got our image. So I'm going to staying up above. If I tilt that forward and forward, you're starting to see how we've got that pyramage effect. So we've got the paramount, so it comes up. So it starts large and it gets smaller and smaller and smaller, as if it's a paramount. Then also on the topper sheets, we've got lots of different sentiments that you can be using. All die cut at Hunkdory, so all you need to do is just snip them out. And then what I'm going to do is pop that to the base. That is all that I'm going to do with this one. That's all that you need to do with this one. Now you can do it in a different way that, fingers crossed, I'm going to show you later on in the show. But you could start to ink, you could stamp, you can incorporate background papers if you want, or keep it very, very simple as it's intended. You've got your card blank, you've got your paramount on the front there. That is just one of an amazing amount of pyramage toppers that you can get within the set.
Absolutely, and the great thing is you've got 32 cards there in the his and the hers. Loads of you tuning in saying hello. Georgianne is here. I can see Evangeline in Guam. Denise is in from Trinidad. We're very international. Sarah's in Australia. Alison is also here. Felicia, Nadia, Kathy. Very, very busy start to the show. Everyone very excited about all the lovely goodies that are coming up. Let's go through then the collections that we've got on the show for you. Now, with the larger collections, what of course you're getting in there included, as always, is that wonderful inspiration sheet, and this is going to really help you, especially if you are maybe a newer crafter. It means that you've got the composition taken care of for you. What we then have in here, as Craig said in the earlier wake up call, normally with the toppers what you'll have is you'll have 4 designs and you'll get 2 of each. You've actually got 1 of each in here, so it means you've got 8 different designs, all with that lovely animal kingdom theme within there. And what I love is that Hunkdory, yes, you've got loads of foiling, beautiful images, but they've taken every single part of that sheet and used all of it. What you've then got in here is your cardstock. So you've got 8 printed cardstock, 350 GSM, and you've got 8 printed and foiled cardstocks in there too. Use them as your card bases, snip into them. There's loads of different ways that you're going to put things together with those. What we then have for you are your inserts, and you're going to get 48 sheets of inserts within here. Same imagery running through these as we had in the topper, but much more muted. Means that it's going to work wonderfully as a floaty insert in your card. Again, you can chop these out into panels. The one with the panda there would be perfect for cutting down into panels. There's lots of different options inside and outside of your card project. What we also then have in here is the little book. Now in here, what you get is 144 pages. You get 6 of each image. So yes, these are ready to go toppers. Put on a smaller card, that's a card pretty much good to go. Or what you can do is snip into these, you can fussy cut them, you can decoupage them up. I mean, 144 sheets is absolutely loads. Within the animal kingdom, you've got 216 sheets, which is incredible when you consider the value. 34.97 or 53.97. Hang on a second, how much of this has already gone? Almost a third of the animal kingdom has gone. I was meant to tell you 10% at the start of the show. Now we're almost a third gone. I am 100% confident that is not going to last the first hour. If you want the animal kingdom on its own, you will need to be very, very quick for it. Right, what I've also got then is the His collection in, of course, the Paramount. You just saw Craig share these with you. What you've got in here is you've got 16 sheets in each collection. You've got 8 designs and you have got 2 of each. They are not dissimilar to the toppers that we looked at a minute ago, but these are designed to come together in that pyramage card concept. So you've got all of these that you can see here. As I said, you have got 16 in total there, 8 different designs. I'll just show you that last design that you saw just there. So that's the His collection that you've got there. There is also then a Hers collection as well. It is a multi-buy, so you're going to get both of them for that price there on your screen of $19.98 or $29.49. What we've got here are gorgeous floral elements. I love the letter themed one here with the typewriter. We've got the violin and the cakes. You've got some dream catchers in here. Love this vintage sewing machine look that you've got going on here too. And I mean, we've got to have some unicorns in there. And you've got dolphins and flowers too. It is a beautiful, beautiful collection. Again, 8 designs here, 2 of each. So within there, you've actually got the ability straight off the bat to make 32 cards from that collection. And I think you will absolutely have some leftovers to pop and to build your stash even further. 10% of the Paramount collection has already sold out and gone. We're going to move now on to the decoupage books, which are these ones just here. My word, you get so much in this collection. Now what you've got are individual pages of decoupage. So these are not die cut. These are designed for you to come along and for you to fussy cut. So if you love your fussy cutting, you're absolutely going to adore these. Use your guillotine to chop some of these toppers down as well. You've got loads in these, which is brilliant. So you've got 72 sheets in each book, and that gives you 216 sheets in total here for that price that you can see. So you've got this one here, which is Lovely Ladies. You've also then got this one here, which is the Midnight Garden, which is this beautiful animal themed one. You can see really great images, quite classic. I like that it's a nice variation of colour tones within here. And the great thing is when it comes to the fussy cutting and the decoupage, it is all numbered and labelled for you, so you're going to know exactly how this all fits together, which is fantastic. So you've got that one just there. And then what you're also going to get is it was going to happen. It was going to happen, wasn't it? You've also got this one here, which is Teddy Loves, which are all of these super adorable teddy bears. You've got a whole host of different images, different colour tones, some more masculine imagery in here, some more feminine imagery. They really have got all bases covered when it comes to these books that you can go for. 10% of the decoupage is gone. I'm going to quickly try and fix this because I feel like if I don't fix it, then we're gonna be fighting a losing battle here. So let me just sort myself out. There we are. So that is your decoupage books. And then one more collection for you to look at, which is of course the Eastern Wishes. Now I love this because it is on a matte fantastic cardstock. So it's uncoated. If you want to add inks and stuff to this, absolutely you can. Of course, you're going to get the inspiration sheet within here, as you always do. And then what you're getting is you're getting 8 of the die cut toppers. So you're going to get 4 different designs, and you're going to get 2 of each of those. Again, everything you know and love about the Hunkdory toppers, every single element of these sheets has been used. Beautiful imagery in here with butterflies and florals too. It really is a fantastic topper collection. So you've got all your toppers in here. What you've also then got is, of course, your cardstock. So you've got, as you can see here, you've got your printed cardstock, and again, all on the Matastic, and you've also got your printed and foiled cardstock too. So you've got 8 of each of those, so 16 sheets there. In total, just in the topper collection, you have got 24 sheets in there for you, which is absolutely awesome. Next up, I'm going to share with you the inserts that you've got in here. Now again, the inserts are awesome, and again, all the same imagery that is in here, but it has just been pulled through into a more muted fashion, as you can see. And with regard to the inserts, you get 24 of these. You do also get papers in here as well, which I'm going to share with you in just a moment. And let me just share with you the papers that are in this collection, because they are absolutely gorgeous, and they are double-sided, which is fantastic. So even more options when it comes to how you're going to use this. It's got a real gorgeous oriental feeling to this collection, but what I love is that you've got the option to use both sides of those papers there as well. And then what we've got for you is, I mean, it really is never ending, is it, this collection? We have then got your concept cards in here for you too. Let me share with you. You get the envelopes for your concept cards. What you also get for these is the instructions on how to put these together, which is fantastic. I know what it's like. Sometimes you get a concept card home, you haven't seen the show, and you think, how am I going to do that? It's all taken care of on there for you. And these concept cards are absolutely awesome. With regards to the concepts in here, you're getting 8 of the concept cards, and Craig will show us how they go together as we go through the show, which is awesome. That isn't all though. There is a paper pack in here, but what's nice is it's in a bit of an unusual size or format, so you've actually got it in a DL format, but I think the way that they've used this gorgeous imagery really lends itself. I can see why Hunkdory have put this together in a DL size, because they are fantastic. Again, if you want to fussy cut them, you can. I actually think if you make a lot of DL cards, that is a card good to go. Maybe a couple of little mats and layers on there, and that is going to be absolutely spectacular. In the DL paper pad, you're going to get 72 sheets, and it really is cute with a gorgeous colour tone within there. Now, with regards to the stock on the Eastern Wishes, 10% of the stock is already sold out and gone. Now, do you want all of that together? Because when you get it all together, you get far and away the best saving. And what you've got is the Hunkdory, the collections bundle. Details there are on your screen, 106.81 or 158.76, which is awesome. Everyone is going to get free postage and packaging and free shipping and handling when they go for this bundle as well, which is incredible. So we're going to send it all out to you guys in the UK and the US, totally free of charge. However, I need to give you a stock update already and let you know that 1/5 of the stock of this has gone. Everyone's got that fantastic saving that you can see right there. Platinum members, your saving is quite unbelievable, really. You'll pay £85, saving you £66 in the UK. You'll pay $127 in the US, saving you $95.87. Couple of other items that I think you might want to add into that larger collection, starting off with the Eastern Promise parchment. Well, this is one's called parchment. You might we bring it to you and we call it vellum. They are, to all intents and purposes, the same thing really, just a slightly different manufacturing process, and I can confirm they smell delicious. The other great thing about them is, let me just take this one sheet here just to show you, because I feel like you can't really see how gorgeous that is when it's against the other one. If I move that out the back there, can you see that gorgeous peacock feather design that you've got on here? A really vast array of different patterns, but look at how beautiful these are. I'd say compared to the vellum pads that we bring you, these are a little bit on the lighter side, but they do give you lots of texture without adding any weight, which is fantastic. You might want to go for those $9.99 or $14.99 individually. What we also have, 10% of those gone as well. In fact, everyone that's going for the Eastern Promise is adding one of those into their basket. What we've also then got are the aperture card blanks available for you too. What I love is not only have they cut the aperture in here, they have also foiled these for you. Now, in here, I'm just going to check how many of these you're getting in this collection. Craig's the man. Craig's the man with the numbers. He knows all the numbers when it comes to Hunkdory. What you're also getting is all of your envelopes in here too. So you can see lots of different designs, lots of different shapes in here as well. You're going to get 24 of the card blanks, and you're also going to get 24 of the envelopes, 6 designs and 4 of each, which is fantastic. So don't miss out on those. They are absolutely fantastic. I'm just going to leave those there because I'm a bit fingers and thumbs today. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm just going to grab 2. I'm going down because I didn't have enough room on the counter to get all this stuff out. We've got so much for you. These are your essential inserts, which are awesome. I'm just going to flip this around so I can show you. Now, these will work well with all of the collections that we've got for you. So if you wanted to grab a few extra inserts to work well across all of your crafting, really, they're a really lovely kind of faux inky background. So if you don't have the confidence, you don't have the products to create those really gorgeous blended backgrounds, then these will definitely do that for you, but all the work is done. You've got 48 sheets in there. It's $8.99 or $13.49 if you wanted to go for those ones just there, which is fantastic. Now, I also need to share with you the deal to end all deals when it comes to gorgeous papers. These are your pattern packs. Now, Craig gave us a sneaky of these in the earlier wake up call, and you guys have jumped on them. You really are loving these. Now, what you get in here is you get 24 sheets in each of these. They are 300 GSM too. So what we're going to look at first is this one here. Now, it is your Marvelous Marble is what you're getting in it here first. Look at that. I mean, this is like that. They're like gorgeous Italian granite. It's like when you go on holiday to Italy and you see those statues carved from them, or like really fancy hotel lobbies. That's what they remind me of. I think they are absolutely gorgeous. So you've got that one in there. That is your Marvelous Marble, firstly. The next one you have is this one here. Now, this is your ink blends. Brilliant this is. It really reminds me of, you know when you pop alcohol inks onto acetate or to photo paper, it's got that real kind of vibe to it. So you can see, look at this. It really is brilliant. If anyone's ever tried marbling, it's kind of like, it's like a marbled finish, as in like what the liquid looks like when it swirls around in the water. I think they're awesome. And I think for projects maybe where the great thing about these is they're neither masculine nor feminine, which I think is awesome. So it's going to make them a very versatile cardstock. It is adorable scorable, so it means that you've got that bendy ink technology within there. So it means that when you are scoring these, they're going to be absolutely fantastic. The other great thing to know about them is as well that they are 350 GSM. So it means that for construction and box making, they are going to be absolutely incredible. This one here is the Geo Craft that we're looking at, and I think this is awesome. It isn't a craft card, but it does have that look and feel of a craft card, but with these gorgeous designs on there too. Again, I don't know why I get a little bit of a Christmas vibe from this. It's not Christmassy, it's not a Christmas collection, but I think it would work beautifully at Christmas as well as the rest of the year through. The next one that I've got in here, for that price you get all of these. I know, you get all 6 of the 24-piece collections. The next one I've got in here is the French wood. Now this one again is beautiful. It's a French wood collection. It definitely has a little bit of an oriental feel to it. So I think if you wanted to use this in conjunction with the Eastern Wishes that we've got, they're not together, but I think they would play very, very nicely together. It also reminds me of like, I don't know. You know, you see like really expensive pieces of furniture that have been like traditionally decoupaged. It's definitely got that kind of vibe to it also. You're getting that one. You're also going to get as well the falling flowers in here, which is absolutely awesome. And again, because this has got that coating on it, it really does. They're all 350, but this one feels particularly substantial. And again, lots of different floral designs in here, in a really nice range of very warm reds and yellows and oranges, and of course florals ever popular, so I know you're going to get lots of longevity out of that one. Now we've also got, gosh, it's like a never-ending gobstopper, this paper collection, isn't it? So much in here. We've also then got for you the final one here. I'm just going to get this turned around, to excuse me. And this one is called your Blue and Cream. I love this. I think this has got a bit of a sort of like Spanish kind of vibe to it, like you know, like gorgeous Spanish tiles that you might see. Really beautiful in a lovely blue with gorgeous white tones all the way through. Love that Moroccan tile design that you've got in there, but really, really usable and great again for more masculine cards that I know that some of you may struggle with. So the thing is, within that collection there, 20% of that collection has already gone. I need to let you know that you get 144 sheets in there, which is brilliant. Platinum members pick this up for £32 or £47.20. That means your price per sheet as a Platinum member is 22 pence or 32 cents, which is off the chart value. The other thing is, if you're putting that in with the big collection, you're not going to pay any postage and packaging on this either when you're going for that larger collection. I've got news. I need to really warn you about the Animal Kingdom Ultimate Collection. 70% of that has gone. We are now already in a position where that's not what's in your basket, that is what is checked out. We're going to be in a position just 26 minutes into this launch. We think we have enough stock for weeks, by the way. It's off the chart busy. It's in your basket. Please check it out. When it sells out individually, we will have some available within the larger collection, within the Buy the Bundles collection. But if you want it on its own, I'm afraid it is already its last call. In fact, Craig, I know you plan to demonstrate this a little bit later in the show. Do you think you're all right to sort of bump this forward a little bit and do it now? Because I just don't think it's going to be around on its own for much longer.
I literally had another demo set up, and as soon as Georgina said that amount, I thought, let's go for it. So what I've done is I have brought in this one. Now this is actually going to show how you can be, and the Hunkdory works great for a beginner crafter. Now this is one of our background cards, so you can see this is the one with the whale. Now what I've done is I've chopped this component out. So I've chopped that away so that I've got the whale on the background. So for anyone wondering, it's 7 3/4 by 5 1/4. So I could be using these bits elsewhere. Now what I'm going to do, and this really is a super simple, quick demo that's going to show how it's going to work great for new beginners. Or if you are more experienced, you can come and add more of your own card and crafty stuff at home. I've added some of our gold satin cardstock, and I know so many of you have this one at home. So I've matte and layered that over the top. And then what I'm going to do is, if I pop this one then onto my card blank, so we've gone all the way around with my double-sided tape. So let's just get hold of that end here. Then bringing in my card blank to the side. So if I bring this one in, let me take that last little bit off. So get a hold of it. This can then go into place here. Then what I've done is I've taken the toppers that coordinate with this one. So this is the toppers that coordinate. So you've got your outline frame, you've got your inside frame, and then you've got the imagery that's going to match. Now straight away, I'm not actually going to use it for this project. So I'm putting that to the side. I'm not even going to use this one. I'm going to use the frame, and I'm actually going to frame the image that is on the background. So we can pop that one over the top. I want to make sure I've got it straight. I've got pads on the back. I'm then going to bring in one of the sentiments, and this says Big Wish. Let's pop this into the corner. Now we've got a diamond sparkle gems on the show as well that you'd be able to pop a few into the corner. But then what we've also got is we've got the inserts to match. So I've chopped that down to the same size. Now how I put my inserts in is by only popping a line of adhesive. Now, yes, I use my double-sided tape. That could be your tacky glue or that could be your tape runner. So I'm going to then bring this one in, and I tend to, most of the time, I do a single sheet. So I don't necessarily do it where I fold the inserts on its own. I'll do a single sheet like that. Add another sentiment topper, stamp onto it if you want. It's matte, it's muted, so you've got that design running all the way through.
Also limited stock. Just let everyone at home know,
gosh.
so please be quick.
Oh my gosh, look at that. Now, I'm going to say, I know I've just put that together, but what a gorgeous looking card that is. All that is a piece of the background, and then I framed that topper. Keeping in mind, we've still got these bits here, so I could then come along and then I can start to mat and layers these into the middle. This could be a DL card if you want to. You could do your 5x7. You've still got all these extra bits that you could be using, but that is plain and simple as it is to pop that card together. That's going to look absolutely luxurious.
Really, really awesome. Absolutely love that, Craig. I'm going to just quickly give you one more look at the Animal Kingdom. It is going to go, and then I'm going to give you an opportunity to check out your baskets as well. So you can see what you get in here is you get that awesome inspiration sheet in there for you, as you will with all the collections. And then what you get in this one is you actually get, normally you would get 8 topper sheets, and it would be 4 designs. You'd get 2 of each. There is so much imagery within here that they've actually done 8 different toppers for you. That's why I think this is going so quickly. A lot of you are actually multi-ordering on this. You've got such a vast array of different animals within here, which is also fantastic. You've then got your cardstock. So you've got 8 sheets of your printed cardstock and 8 sheets of your foiled and printed cardstock, which is absolutely awesome. So that is coming to you in there. What you've then got as well is all of your inserts. Now, with regards to the inserts, you get 48 of them here in this collection. And again, it mirrors the imagery that has been used through the toppers and the printed cardstock. Everything from deers to giraffes to frogs, peacocks, elephants, pandas. It is all in here for you, which is absolutely awesome. That's not all you're getting though. It is in total 216 sheets for you, because you've got 144 sheets here as well in that little book, which is fantastic. So lots of different images. You get 6 of each design in here too, which is absolutely awesome. So do grab that. It is available on its own at the moment. It is going to go any second though. It's also available in the larger Buy the Collections bundle. What I'm going to do, I know a lot of you don't want to miss any of Craig's amazing demonstrations, so I'm going to give you an opportunity to check your baskets out right now before it sells out, whether you're going for the Animal Kingdom or you're going for that larger Buy the Collections bundle. Whilst you do that, let's share with you all the details of Club Inspire.
Welcome to Club Inspire, our free loyalty club. As a member of the club, you can save up to 20% every time you shop with us. For every £1 you spend, whether it's in one of our stores or on our website, you'll collect 1 loyalty point. The more points you have, the more benefits you'll receive. As a welcome present, we'll give you 20% discount with your very first order. Once you place your first order, you'll be given 250 points straight away, making you a bronze member. This will mean that you'll receive a 5% discount on all of your purchases until the end of the next calendar year, plus priority postage. 500 points takes you up to silver membership, where you'll get 10% discount plus free shipping when you spend over £20. When you get to 750 points, you'll become a gold member, which gets you a whopping 15% discount on every order, and we'll ship them to you completely free, no matter how big or small they are. Spend over £25 and we'll send them to you via our premium next day delivery courier service. When you reach 1500 points, you'll become a platinum member, giving you the same shipping benefits as a gold member, but with the added bonus of a massive 20% discount on all of your purchases. Now on top of that, you'll receive exclusive discounts, sneak peeks of brand new products, special offers and money-saving vouchers. You'll have access to an exclusive secret Facebook group to meet like-minded friends, to find out information first and to be inspired by all the crafty makes. Become a member of our club today.
All the details there of Club Inspire. I do need to let you know that Animal Kingdom on its own has sold out and gone. Don't worry, you can still get your hands on it. Of course, it is available within the Hunkdory Buy the Collections bundle. So if you wanted to get it, you wanted to get it as part of the Buy the Collections bundle with the 4 other collections. We'll run through all of those again in a moment. What I would definitely urge you to do is also pop over to the website, click that Shop the Show button and see everything in the show, because there is so much on, from gems to gilding flakes. A lot of it we're not going to get a chance to see in this whole 2-hour launch day show. Lots of you are chatting away. June's very excited, placed her orders this morning. Evangeline says excited since yesterday. I bought the whole collection before the show even started. The lovely Lynn Harvey in Essex says, lovely kits from Hunkdory as always, especially the animals. Val says, hi Craig and Joe, I've ordered the animals, now excited to see all of your ideas. Rosina's saying, good afternoon, I usually get a buzz on my Fitbit when your show starts. Normally I'm at work. Today's a day off for my birthday, so I'm enjoying watching the programme live. Well, happy birthday to you, Rosina. I hope you have a wonderful day. Loads of you chatting away with me. I'll read some more of those out as we go through the show, but I know Craig has got loads more that he wants to share with us.
I do indeed. And I just need to say, if you were really desperate for that individually, the Animal Kingdom, I can only apologise. I've done that Facebook Live because of my excitement for it, and yeah, he's obviously loved it a lot as well. But however, we've still got lots more to be excited about. Now, another demo that I showed on social media that you absolutely loved was the card that I made using the marble Adorable Scoreable, which is on this show as well today, all brand new. So within this one here, what I've already done is I've chopped this one down to 7 by 7. Then I've taken one of the white works, so you get a mix of different designs. Half are black with your white marble, and then some are white with black, some are ivory, some are white, a nice marble effect. Now, all that I've done is, it's not to a specific size, but if anyone's wondering, it is 8 1/4 by 8 1/4. Now, all that I want to do is cut a couple of triangles. So all that I'm doing is at a bit of an angle, I'm chopping down, and then I'm turning it, so I've still got the point at this end, and we are more open at this end. So that's one. And then what I'm going to do is, let's do another one, but we'll make it more open and at a different angle. Chop that one down so it's not as symmetrical. So that is all that I am literally doing with this one here. Cutting 2 different shaped triangles, not in a specific size or way. So what we can do is we can bring this one back in, and then what I'm going to do is, either using your double-sided tape runner or your glues, I'm just popping my adhesive tape on the back, and we're going to layer it all the way across. And this one, it seems to have caught a lot of people out, Joe, because it's very deceiving on the eye.
Yeah, it looks incredible, doesn't it?
When you have a look at it on the photo, it does have that deceived look. So all that I'm going to do is, let's go this way. And once again, no specific way. I'm going to pop it that way. Let's bring in the next one. And then I can layer this one in the opposite direction. But let's also do it, because we don't want to have the same space all the way along. We want that to be at different angles. So let's pop it that way. Then also using our gold satin card, all that I've done is I have cut 1/4 inch strips with my guillotine. This is also the deceiving bit, because many of you think these were proper mats and layers, and they weren't. All that I've done is I have matched them up to the edge of my ivory marble layer.
Because I guess it'd be quite difficult to mat and layer a shape like that.
It would be, and as much as I love to do my mat and layer, it will be a little more bit time consuming. And this is another way in how you can start to use your scraps. If you've got your scraps of any cardstock, not necessarily just your gold or silver. So what I'm going to do is, I would have popped that, we to try to get that a bit closer, but what we can then do is come in with our scissors now, and I'm going to trim down the edge. I want to get rid of all of these excess bits. And this one is a style that's absolutely going to hit the nail on the head when it comes to guide cards. So worthwhile having a look at this style, maybe recreating it yourself in different ways. So I'm taking the backing off of my tape. what I'm then going to do is if I come in, and I've got on purpose a large 8x8 card blank. You can of course make it smaller if you want. And then I'm going to lay that into the middle. No additional mats and layers. We are going straight from marble to our card blank. Then what I've got, you may have got this on our Hunkdory cart load the other week. There are still a few in stock on the website. It's not on the show, but it is on the website. And this is the sentiment die, and you get stamps to go with it. So I've die cut this one out in the gold satin, also a piece of the black marble, and then what I've done is I've given it a bit of an off shadow. So if I then layer that into the middle, during my Facebook Live last night, Liam, who works backstage and all the graphics,
I saw this.
Lots of different areas, he even recreated a style using and following kind of like the look that I gave. So if I can then pop that one in. So I'm really going to press, I've used a tacky glue with a fine applicator.
If you just search Moonstone, the Celebrate is there, it's the top of the search.
Excellent, so at least we know we've still got that. Then all that I've done is using our diamond sparkles. That's the gems that's on a roll. So they are on a roll, but what I've done is I've trimmed them down individually and popped 3 in each corner. But look at that. No time at all can you make a real elegant but a more masculine cardstock with using that marble adorable scoreable when it comes to that one here. So within that one set of the marble, within one set you're getting your 24 sheets with a variety of different styles. What you're going to be getting is 8 designs of marble and you're getting 3 of each. Really simple, but so effective.
Really gorgeous, and also, Craig, really unusual. Not like really anything I've seen in the whole time I've worked in the craft industry. I don't think I've seen a paper collection or a card collection like this. It really is beautiful. It's like the most gorgeous Italian marble. So you've got some black on white, you've also got some white on black. Each one of these, you've got 6 different collections in here. You're going to get 24 sheets of each. So 24 sheets of the marble is your first one that you are getting just there. What we've then got is this, which is your ink blends, which I love. It really looks a lot like alcohol ink on acetate or onto photo paper. A really gorgeous selection of different colours in there too, all on the adorable scoreable cardstock, which is brilliant because it means that you've got that bendy ink technology. So therefore you're not going to get any cracking when you come to score it, especially if you're using it for construction. Now it's brilliant for construction because it is of course 350 GSM, which is awesome. This is kind of like a faux craft card, this one. It looks like craft card. It's actually a white cardstock that you've got with that sort of craft feel and finish printed on there, which is absolutely awesome. You've then got this one here, which is the French wood, and it's a bit like, you remember wood panelling, Craig? We used to get like the chipboard wood panelling. It's a bit like that, but with like it's been painted in a gorgeous array of colours, and then it's got these gorgeous floral murals over the top of it too. It really is stunning. A brilliant colourway, would go really well with the Eastern Promise collection too, if you wanted to use it in there. I think it would also go really well with our Nature's Garden Peacock collection, that one also. Then we've got this one here, which is your florals. It's your falling flowers. Very pretty, very cutesy. A warm collection of yellows and oranges and reds in here. Bit of a watercolour feel to it also. You're getting all these collections for that price of £40, I will add. A quarter of this is now gone. We've also got the blue and cream for you, which I think is just really classy. It reminds me of, also, I said it's like Spanish tiles. It also reminds me of Italian pottery almost. You see a lot of sort of big jugs and plates made out of this kind of blue and cream, which is just stunning. £40 or $59 if you want to get your hands on the paper collection. All adorable scoreable, all 350 GSM. It's 144 sheets in total. For Platinum members, it's £32 or $47.20, makes it 22 pence or 32 cents per sheet, which is unbelievable value. Do not miss out on that. Now, I know Craig loved it on his Facebook Live last night, and I believe we're going to get a little peek at the Eastern Wishes. I keep calling it Eastern Promise, Craig. I don't know why I can't. I'm going to have to try and knock it out of myself.
I can tell you why you're calling it that, because in a past place, a past life, Hunkdory once did bring out a collection that was called Eastern Promise, and that was the time when you were there, so that's probably
where I've got
you're
it from.
thinking of that one. So yeah, let's go into Eastern Wishes now, and what we're going to do is we've gone really simple, so let's bring in a few of these elements all together. So what I've already done beforehand is let's do a little bit of layering up. Now I have taken a piece of the Colour Family cardstock, and this one is from the Red family. So this is one of the tones that I've taken from the 8x8 Red family, and then I'm going to layer that one up. So a lot of the layers that I've added extra are all either gold satin or gold mirror, and then I can pop this one on. So I just wanted to double check. So that peachy layer I've done is 7.5 inches. The reason I want to check that is because what I'm going to add is some of that absolute gorgeous vellum. So our parchment. So if I position this into the middle here, what I'm then going to do is I'm going to bring in some of the double-sided papers. It's so simple, but such a great idea that instead of having all inserts, what Hunkdory have done is they've given you a pack where you've got 24 inserts, but then what you've got is you've got 12 double-sided papers. Now the papers of each are 160 GSM, the inserts being 140. So it's nice to have a little mix. Now I was going to pop that straight over the top, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to incorporate one of the toppers here with the peacock. And we've got that peacock, the plumage at the bottom. So I want to carry that through. So this is where I'm going to bring in a piece of that parchment, which is glorious. Glorious, it doesn't even do it justice, that word. So what I'm going to do is to break it up slightly. This layer I said was 7.5, I'm sure I said. So what we're going to do, let's cut this.
I wasn't sure if that's a question or a statement then for a second.
A bit of both.
I hope there's not a test at the end.
Well, we'll soon find out. So I'm not going to quite make it 1/4 inch smaller. I'm going to do it so that I've got a little peach border all the way through, which is great for me, perfect. You're still getting a hint of the peach coming through into that parchment, and that's what's so good when it comes to parchment. So what I'm then going to do now is if I bring this layer back in, so a good little tip to hide your adhesive, especially if it's clear vellum or parchment, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this layer on first. So if I take my backing off, and then I'm going to bring this one into place. So I'm going to position that where I want it to go. Then I'm going to come in with my layer. So let's get that where I want. And then what I'm going to do is press this into place. So now I've got that in the right place. So at this point now, I can come in and I can hide my adhesive behind that square backing. And if I had more time, if I was at home, I would be gutting out the centre of this because I do not want to waste any of it. But I don't have that luxury at the moment. So let's take this one off. So we can then position that back. Then what I've done is one of the coordinated A4 background cardstocks, one that's foiled. This was actually the corner. I wonder actually, let's show you it so we can get an idea. Let's bring in my set here, and I should somewhere, if I can find, here we go. So this was the background. So what I've done is I've just cut straight up and then a little bit of fussy cutting around the feathers. So what I can do with that one then is I can then bring it back into place. So let's bring all of that. So this one, let's pop a few pads on so we can lift it. It's going to be a little bit like a corner, a photo corner. And what it's going to do is it's going to start to pull in all the additional elements that we're away to use. I think this is such a calming colour combination within these ones, Joe, don't you think?
It's really lovely, yeah, and it works so well together. I love all the layers, Craig, that you've got in there. Really does make it look very high-end, very expensive.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah, really, really expensive. So what I'm then doing with this one, let's have a look where I've got my craft knife, which is here. Once again, I'm not going to use all these frames, so these all come together. So let's use this topper, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to run around that inside so I can take out that inner frame, and which we can use elsewhere. So let's pop.
That was some mean cutting there, Craig. I must say, it's awesome.
It's a nice quick way to get rid of the pips. What I usually do is snip them out using my scissors, or I do pop them out with my hand and then trim away the little pips. But that's also another way in which you can use them. Just to say as well, Joe, with this being matte-tastic, this absolutely shouts to have some of our clear sparkle overlay over the top.
Oh, nice idea.
So you can then go in.
That was on the show last night, by the way, on Monday Makers. If you want to go back and grab the clear sparkle overlays, they are available on the website right now. I know they're always out of stock, aren't they, Craig? But they are in stock as we
really
speak.
are. And what would work well is even with your animal kingdom, when it comes to the whales or the dolphins, maybe incorporate them, the sparkle overlay with the water, or maybe the clouds would work well. And I know it's going to be hard for you to see, but we've now got the sparkle also coming in with that gold foil. So let's take this one, and then I've got no adhesive in the back of these ones. So let's use my tape runner for the outer frame. So we're going to pop this one on. Let's bring this one in. And then what I'm also going to do is I think I've got it just right. So we've got that frame. So we've got this corner over tucking the back panel. Then what we've got is we've also got it over tucking the frame. So let's bring this topper back in. So let's just do four, or let's do a fifth. It's always a good idea to pop one into the center. And then all that I'm going to do is I'm going to pop in a sentiment and the insert. So let's pop that one.
Really looks beautiful, Craig. And also, when you think about the larger, going for that Eastern Wishes collection and adding in there the parchment, imagine, I mean, you've used a lot in that card, I think it's fair to say, haven't you?
Yep.
But you could make a lot of those from this one collection by just adding the parchment in there, especially if you are adding into your own card blanks as well. So you can make really great luxurious cards.
You really, really can. And it was on purpose that I've gone all out, because the first two is I kept really, really simple. Now this is one of the inserts, A4, and I've trimmed it down to just shy of 8x8. Now this card is a traditional style left fold opening card. So what I've done is I have popped just a strip of tape down the side. So if we take that one off, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop that right up to the seam of the card blank. So I'm going to try and get that as center as possible. So we can see we've got actually need to, let's trim that off just a tiny little bit more. So what I need to do is let's open it up, and I'm going to trim it along the line of my card blank. It's just overlapping ever slightly. And then there we go, stamp into it, write into it, print into it beforehand, but it matches the main image. It's all hugging it together. I would 100% add a few diamond sparkles into the corner, but then that is one using the Eastern Wishes. So it's included in the main collection, but incorporated the peacock plumage for the parchment as well.
It's absolutely awesome. I love it, Craig. A lot of people at home are really loving all of these collections too. Aish says, good morning again, everyone. Ready to see Craig's work is magic with the Hunkdory. He does such a great job of showing us how to use these topper sets. Doesn't he just, Aisha? Rosalind's loving the toppers. Monkey Head Bonkers on YouTube. What a great username. Says, what a unique collection. Margie saying, love, love, love this collection. Must get it. Nefertiti says, love how genuine Craig's excitement is when he has his goodies in his hands. And Evelyn finally saying, good morning from beautiful Colorado. I almost forgot to tune in, was busy placing my order with the him and her multi-buy, the aperture set and the adorable scoreable pattern collection pack as well. Glad you managed to get stocked up. I need to tell you about something else that's on the website you haven't seen yet, but is already limited stock. It is our Colour Families pads. Now, they are available individually. They're also available on a multi-buy also. So what you've got is you've got the yellows in here. So it graduates from the lightest yellow through to the darkest yellow. You get 48 sheets in here, which is great. You get 6 sheets of each tone, which is brilliant. There's 8 different tones in here. You've then got the reds available to you also. It is coated too, so it's really nice sort of shiny cardstock, which is brilliant. So they are your gorgeous reds. Then we've got the oranges for you. Any 2 of these for £10 or $18, by the way. But as I said, they are all limited stock, so you will need to be quick for them. I think if you want an ombre or a graduation on your mats and layers, these will allow you to achieve that very, very simply. And then you've finally got the greens in here for you also, going through to very, very dark. They are the Hunter greens. Limited stock, single figures on some of those as well, so you will need to move very quickly if you want to get your hands on them. Right, I'm going to run back through everything you're getting in the larger Buy the Collections bundle. So we're going to start off with the Animal Kingdom. Now, as we said, the Animal Kingdom has sold out on its own individually. The only way now to get the Animal Kingdom is in the larger collection. So you get that inspiration sheet in there as you get with all of your topper selections. You've then got in this one, normally you'd have the 8 sheets of toppers. You've still got 8 sheets of toppers as you always would, but normally it would be 4 different designs and 2 of each. But there's so many different animals and so many different themes crammed into here. They're actually giving you 8 different designs. So you've got 8 designs, 1 sheet of each in here. And then what we've got are these beautiful, this beautiful cardstock for you. 8 printed cardstocks and 8 foiled and printed cardstocks in here, which is awesome. So that is your topper selection that you are getting firstly. Then what we've got for you is the inserts. Now the inserts are simply stunning. You've got the same imagery running through as you had in the topper collection, and within here you get 48 inserts, which is awesome. You can see all of the different animals and designs that you've got in there. Frogs to peacocks, elephants, pandas, whales. There really is a bit of everything. Flamingos, butterflies. It's a real mixed bag when it comes to the imagery that you have got within here. What you're also then getting in here is the little book, and within the little book, 144 pages, you have got 6 sheets of each, 24 different designs within there for you. There's so much. If you love making smaller cards, I mean, that's pretty much a card done and good to go. Within the Animal Kingdom collection, those 3 elements I've shown you, you actually get 216 just there alone, which is absolutely awesome. So that is that one. We're now going to move on to the Paramount. Now, it's a multi-buy on 2 different options for you. So what you've got is, you've got a Hers collection. So we're going to go on the Hers collection first. Within here, you have got 16 sheets. So you've got 18 designs and you've got 2 of each. Now, Craig showed you how to put one of these together at the start of the show. Very quick and simple concept, but makes something really quite striking, which is awesome. So that's what you're getting, those 8, and then you're getting the same 8 again there in the Hers collection. We've also then got the His collection, and this of course is exactly the same concept. These just pyramid up and out basically, but what you've then got is more masculine themes within here. Again, you've got 8 different designs and you'll get 2 of each within this collection, which is fantastic. These come together so quickly, and if you're looking for quick makes that you want to do, maybe if you were making to sell, these would be absolutely perfect also, because they are very very fast to pop together. I love that you got something for the younger members of the family within there too. So you get both of those for that price. You can see there, $19.98 or $24.49 being your price on that one. 20% actually of the his and hers has now sold out and gone. We're going to move on to the decoupage books, which are these ones just here. Now, what you've got is volumes 10 through 12 within here. The great thing about them is you get 72 sheets in each of these books. Now, these are not die cut. These are designed and put together for you to fussy cut. So what you'll see is a lot of the time when you're fussy cutting images, sometimes, especially when there's a lot of detail and loads of layers, can be hard to know which element goes where. These are all numbered for you, which is excellent. So it means that it's all taken care of. You've also then got more conventional shapes in here when it comes to toppers. Of course, you're going to be able to take these out with things like your paper trimmers and your guillotines also, but absolutely loads in there. So 72 sheets there in the lovely ladies. We also have for you volume 11, which is Midnight Garden, this one. And again, it's a very much a woodland animals theme in here, which is just brilliant because I think it's one of those things that's always versatile and you're always going to be able to give it for a whole host of different, to a whole host of different demographics, but also for a whole host of different occasions. 72 sheets again there in the Midnight Garden decoupage pad. We've then got for you this one here, which is the Teddy Loves, and this is brilliant because it's all teddy bear themed, but what it also is, it's some more masculine images and colorways, some more feminine images and colorways in there for you too. So you've got a really good mixed bag, something for the younger members of the family, something that's a bit more refined. I love here he's reading a book with lots of mail, and maybe he's making something in the shed. It's a real mixed bag when it comes to them. 20% of this one has also now sold out and gone. You've got 216 sheets across those 3 different pads that you've got there. Next up, we have got the Eastern Wishes for you. Now, this is gorgeous. Now, with this one, whereas a lot of the topper pads, topper collections Hunkdory bring to you are on a coated sort of shiny finish, this isn't. It's on a matte-tastic. So you've got in there, of course, included that topper sheet. With this one, what you've then got is you have got your 8 different topper sheets. So you've got two of each, and you've got 4 different designs in here for you, which is fantastic. Things like your butterflies, and you've got your floral elements. You've got the peacocks in there too, which is absolutely awesome. And you've then got your 8 sheets of printed cardstock and your 8 sheets of printed and foiled cardstock, again on a matte-tastic, and also 350 GSM, which is absolutely awesome. So that's coming in there for you. Then what you're going to get is you're going to get the inserts. Now with the inserts, you've got the same imagery but pulled through in that more muted style, perfect for those really gorgeous, expensive, floaty inserts that you want on the insides of your cards, which is awesome. So you've got that there. You then have as well, and I must admit, it's very rarely, I've never seen these before in a Hunkdory collection, is we've then got these papers. Now the papers are awesome because they are actually double-sided, so you see you've got lots of different options when it comes to how you want to put them together, which is brilliant, all designed to complement the rest of the collection beautifully. And then you've also got concept cards in here. You do get instructions on how these concept cards go together, which is absolutely awesome. You are also getting the envelopes for the concept cards and the concept cards themselves. Now within the concepts, you get 8 of the concept cards in there. So that's 8 cards ready to go straight away, which I think is absolutely awesome. You get all of that I've just shown you in the Buy the Collections bundle. If you are going for the Buy the Collections bundle, 30% of a big stock now has sold out and gone. It is far and away the best value. Everyone will get free postage and packaging in the UK or free shipping and handling in the US, which is absolutely awesome. You've got a great saving, £45 or $64. If you are a platinum member, you can get it for £85 in the UK today, saving you £66. You can get it as a platinum member in the US for $127, saving you $95. The other thing is, if you're going for this and you're getting that free shipping and handling, that free postage and packaging, you can add other stuff into there and still not paying any shipping and handling on it. So add the adorable scoreable in, stock up on the gilding flakes, make sure you get yourself some of the gemstones or the colour family paper pads, because once you've unlocked that free shipping and handling, then it means anything else that goes in there is also going to be free. There's a lot of other stuff on the show that I know we're not going to get time to get to, so click the Shop the Show button on the homepage and have a look at absolutely everything, which is awesome. I know Craig, I feel like I need to lay down after going through all of that. I can have a nosebleed in a second.
I think you need to lie down, you need a little seat, and I'll take over for this bit, because boy, that's a lot that Joe's gone over. So what we're going to do is let's do a little bit of construction, but we're also going to incorporate the DL Eastern Wishes paper pad as well. So what I've done is I have taken our French wood collection here. So this is our adorable scoreable, matte-tastic, so you can ink on top of it if you so wish. So when it comes to these ones, what you've got is you've got 8 designs and then you've got 3 of each. So I've taken 2 of them. Now what I'm going to do is for this one here, I'm going to pop onto my box lid side and I'm going to score at 3/4 of an inch. Now the card, the size of each of these is 10 1/4 by 5 3/4. And then, as I say, I am scoring at 3/4 of an inch all the way round. So this one being our lid. And then what we can do is we can do the same, but this time we're going to do it on the box base. So we're going to come down 3/4 of an inch. I always find it easier to turn it so I'm scoring downwards. So all the way around, let's go in 3/4 of an inch. So doing each side. And I wanted to do this different size box so that it's going to work in conjunction with the size of the DL pad. So we can take this last one. And then what I can do is let's do what many of you will be already familiar with when it comes to making a box. If not, then I'm going to fold all these score lines. I would burnish them, but let's just try and go with it and try and save a little bit of time where we can, because I know that between having so much to show you and, you know, things getting less and less quantity wise, I'm getting a bit concerned of how other things are going to be. So what I'm doing...
I'm thinking as well, Craig, 350, it's going to be perfect for all your construction, this, isn't it?
Exactly.
And do you know what's so nice about the 350 adorable scoreable is you can get a lot heavier weight cardstocks like 350 out there. It's very rare that you see such heavyweight cardstock with such pretty patterns on, is it?
It is. So rare. And when it comes to Hunkdory's background card, their adorable scoreable, all of their background is 350 GSM. When it comes to their toppers, on their topper sheets, they're all 300 GSM. So either way, you're getting that stability, you're getting that quality, and you're getting that luxuriousness. Now, some might say, you know, yeah, that's a great weight, but the cost of posting. To be totally honest with you, Joe, I very rarely will make a Hunkdory card where I actually physically just post it through the post box. I will always make one where I hand deliver it, or I pop it into a big parcel with a gift or that. That's where I always do them, because it's pure luxuriousness. And I am going to say that when it comes to the Hunkdory collection, I use them for my special friends and family. At back home. So that's why I'll never usually just make a card, pop it in an envelope and post it. I'll always pop it in with a parcel, or I will hand deliver it. So what I can do is go round the edges now, and this is going to create our box. So let's pop the adhesive into these bits here. And usually when it comes to boxes, I do it at an inch in depth, but I really like this 3/4 of an inch depth within this one here. And you can maybe put a little care package together, you know, when maybe like tea bags or little biscuits or something like that, or a nice size for a necklace box if you want to. So this is where we've now got our box. So that was 10, the cardstock was 10 1/4 by 5 3/4, and then I scored at 1/4 of an inch all the way round. Then what I've done is I've brought in one of these DL toppers from our little book. Well, I still call it a little book. Although it's a DL book, it's still on the same lines as a little book. And if I take my tape off, what I've also done, yet again, some gold cardstock.
Beautiful.
This time I've gone back to our gold satin. And then I'm going to layer this one over the top. Now, before I stick this onto my box, what I've done is I've had some satin ribbon left over from one of our past craft kits, and it was this mint colour here.
Nice.
So if I bring this one in, so I'm going to pop it this way just now. So what I'm wanting to do is I want to kind of roughly get it halfway up the box. It doesn't need to be exact at the moment. And then get it where I want. I should have given this a bit of an iron beforehand, but never mind.
Do you iron ribbon?
Sometimes if you've got these little fold crease lines, it's satin ribbon anyway, yeah, I'll give it a little bit of an iron.
Do you know the one thing that I can't stand, Craig, that annoys me more than anything in the world?
What's that?
Well, doesn't annoy me than anything in the world, is when you go to somewhere and some people have flags and the flags aren't ironed. And you know, they hold them up and they've got like all the squares in them.
Oh yeah.
And I always see it when we go to Eurovision, people that haven't ironed their flags, and I'm like, got to iron your flag.
Got to iron the flag.
You do indeed. Whether it's a football match or, I bet at WrestleMania people will have flags, don't they, Craig? Yeah, you got to iron them. Nothing worse than an unironed flag.
I'd agree with you on that one there, yeah. I would agree with you. It's like they've just taken it out the box.
Do you know what I mean? When it's been in a little, folded up in a little packet and then you open it, it's just got all those harsh lines on it.
Yeah, yeah. I can see where you're coming from in that one there. It would be a bit frustrating. But yeah, usually WrestleMania, because there's fans all over the world come in, so you'll see, you know, Scottish flag, English flag, European flag, German flag, French flag, all different flags. Obviously this weekend, it's only going to be locals to the Tampa Bay area because of COVID, but usually, yes, you've got all these different flags going. Now what I've done is I've taken another one, because what you're getting is you are getting, where have I done? Here we are, 72 sheets. These are all 140 GSM. You've got 18 designs and you're actually getting 4 of each. So I've got my main one, and then I've snipped out a little bit less detail, and then I've taken my third layer and then snipped even less detail. And then I've gone to my last one, and I've gone and fussy cut all of this extra little detail, and we're going to pop them all into place.
This looks awesome, Craig.
It's just such a lovely effect, and it looks lovely without the dimension, but if you have that patience, and if you actually have that flexibility within your hands, because I know not everyone does, maybe due to arthritis or anything like that, it really is worthwhile doing. And if you're unsure how to do it or where to start, what we will do is we'll show you those decoupage books later on, and that really does help you when it comes to working out what layers you need to cut where. So I've got them, and then also I've had some of these paper flowers also left over from a past craft kit, but you could be using your spring flower forming if you want. And then all that I'm going to do is pop them up in that top corner. We could come in with little extra embellishments, maybe dragonfly dies if you want from your Gemini Mini selection. But then there we go. So we've got, so staying up above, you'll be able to see if I keep tipping that up, the depth that you've got there.
Beautiful, Craig.
And then this is where you've got that really nice little gift box that you can be gifting to someone.
It would be great with some like tea leaves in there, a little tea strainer, and
yeah. Do you know, so that was my plan this morning, and I got to work having forgotten to actually stop off at one of the supermarkets to do little teas that are already in the pack, maybe the flavour teas or something like that.
The little single serve ones.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it is nice, isn't it, to put I'm so toxically masculine sometimes, Craig. Sometimes I'm about to say, this is what I like to do, is I like to have a shower in the evening, and I like to put a nice face mask on, Craig, and then I like to sit in the living room with some nice music on and have a herbal tea. I mean, on lockdown, that is my idea. That is my me time, Craig. That's what I love to do at home.
If you love it, then good for you. Do what you like.
Absolutely. when the pubs are open, Craig, maybe it'll be a different
That's going to
story.
be a totally different story.
And also, I put my nice little dressing gown on, which is a bit Japanesey themed, sat there with my face mask on. It's glorious, I tell you. Lots of you chatting away. Karen says, Joe, besides sniffing it, I know you want to tear the vellum. Please tear it for us. And then Tammy has replied, Karen Wrangle, no, with a million O's. No tearing. Okay. We caused a stir before there, Karen. Julie says, I've been buying Hunkdory for quite a while now. They got me into crafting. I love it all. You can't make a bad card. You actually have you've worked with Hunkdory for quite a while now, Craig, haven't you?
I have. So here at Crafters Companion, like many companies, we've got an incredible design team. I was so proud for many years to be on Hunkdory's design team, and I actually credit Hunkdory, especially Anne-Marie at Hunkdory, who's currently on maternity leave, for let me have my name seen in consumer shows, their magazines, their publications and that they do. So I was so proud to be part of Hunkdory in the past. You know, we've got a lot of people, you say Hunkdory, you think of Anne-Marie, but then I've also got Natalie as well, and then I've got Pauline Wheeler, and then recently as well they did have Sheila as well. So an incredible team, even in the office, Big Boss Dan as well as his brother Adam, and then the head of it all, they've got Mum Anne Newhouse, who is just so lovely. Hope
really
I get
lovely.
to see her again someday.
And awesome that it's still a family-run, family-owned business. Everything is produced in-house at their headquarters, which is not far from where I live, actually. They're in Preston. We've got a great shop there too. Denise says, seriously, what is a girl supposed to do when she sees such glorious goodies? She's meant to buy them, Denise. I think it is, you know, the way it's meant to be. Evangeline says, so many beautiful collections. Sally loves the Animal Kingdom collection and the French wood. The only way to get the Animal Kingdom now, of course, is in the buy the collections. Aisha loves the marbled cardstock. Monkey Head Bonkers says, Craig, every time I read that, I have to have a little chuckle to myself. Monkey Head Bonkers on YouTube. Craig, you are just too good at your job. Forever giving me great ideas. I don't have time to try them all. Now, there's a compliment, Craig.
Do you know, and I know I sound like a parrot when I say this, but you know, I have the best job in the world working with my favourite company, Crafters Companion, but then also being able to be here and even kind of like represent Hunkdory, which is also one of my favourites outside of Crafters Companion. Do you know something? I'm the jammiest guy that there is. Do you know that? Let's be honest.
Are a jammy,
I'm the jammiest guy.
You're a jammy so-and-so, you really are. Vicky says, love the adorable scoreable, waiting for my next lot to arrive. June says, some of the marble paper looks like countertops I've been looking at to put in my kitchen. Very expensive countertops to that, June, I'd imagine. Loads of love for absolutely everything in the show. It is really busy. What I'd like to maybe take a moment to do is just remind you of some of the very busy items. The Buy the Collections bundle, which of course gives you the 4 main collections in this show. 40% of this is gone. That is people that have checked out as well. There is a lot of you with this in your carts at the moment. I will give you a moment. I will give you a moment shortly to get yourself checked out. Don't worry about that. The Yeast and Wishes printed parchment, 16 sheets here. 20% of this is gone. Use this with the Yeast and Wishes. You could absolutely use this on its own separately as well. I think it would work beautifully in that way. $9.99 or $14.99 if you want to get that. The foiled aperture cards, so you get 24 of these included in here, and you're going to get the envelopes to go with them. Was it a quarter gone, that one? 20% gone, $11.99 or $17.49. 48 coloured inserts, love these. They're like a faux inky background. 20% of these have gone, 48 in total, $8.99 or $13.49 if you want to get those. And the pattern packs, super busy on these at the moment. 30% gone, 144 sheets here. Platinum members can pick these up for 22 pence or 32 cents per sheet, which blows my mind for 350 GSM adorable scoreable. We also have the colour families paper pad for you, $9.99 or $17.99. Hang on a minute, they're $9.99. Hang on a minute. Can we just stop the show? I want to get off. $9.99 or $17.99 each. For 1 penny more or 1 cent more, you get 2. It's basically buy one get one free, but you've got to make sure you put 2 in your basket. They are very low stock. They're all limited stock. You've got the yellow, you've also got the red available. There is the black is sold out already. You've also got the orange, and you've got the hunter green in there too. Get those in your basket and get them checked out. Right, I know a lot of you got very full baskets, some very full carts. You don't want to miss Craig's demonstrations, which I completely understand. So what I'm going to do is give you an opportunity to get yourself checked out. Whilst you do that, let's share with you how you can watch and shop at the same time. Hi, I'm Joe from Crafters TV, and I'm here to show you how you can grab the best deals and shop whilst you watch during our shows. So the best way to watch us is always on Crafters TV. Head on over to our homepage and go to Crafters TV. You can see all of our shows, offers, and even shop while you watch. Now if you want to get involved and comment along, head over to our Facebook page. Come say hello, ask us some questions, and lol with us. Or you can watch us on YouTube. Simply head to our Crafters Companion YouTube channel. Got a smart TV? You can even AirPlay directly onto your big screen. We're constantly adding new and exciting shows to our schedule, so don't forget to check in. It's never been easier to have us in your living room. It's always fun here at Crafters TV, so come join us as we create every day. We do create every single day, and we try to have some fun whilst we're doing it as well. A lot of you loving this. Evangeline saying how much she's loving Craig's demonstrations. The blue is lovely in the Eastern Wishes. I have to look at it, Craig, because I can't call it Eastern Wishes without reading it. Sandra says no one can cut like CC demonstrators. Sandra also goes on to say, when cutting, I always use my nesting dies, and the guts are instantly usable. That's a really great way of doing it. Laura saying how far the kits go. Anne loves the Colour Family pads. Evangeline says, great that the decoupage elements are all numbered in there. Beth's just slipping in between meetings to have a little bit of a sneaky peek, like your style, Beth. Jane says, done it. Just missed out on the black colour pad. Never mind. Managed to get all of the others. And lots of you sharing ideas with each other about how you're going to use all of these collections. What would you like to share with us next? What inspiration is in store, Craig?
So what we're going to do is we're actually going to show you those decoupage books and just show you how they work, because they're slightly different when it comes to these ones. But what I do want to say is your inserts, coloured inserts, I would be and I would not be and I won't be using these as actual inserts. These are bright enough, Joe, for you to be using as background papers on your cards and your projects. So start to use them in those sort of ways. You can, of course, the way that they were designed was for you to pop them into your printer and stamp onto them, but I wouldn't be using them in that way. I'd be using them as a background as well. So worthwhile checking that one out. But what we're going to do is let's have a look at the teddy bears here. We're also going to use a little bit of the Get Crafty. Now when it comes to the little books, you're getting 72 sheets in each one, but what you're doing is that gives you the ability to make 48 fully decoupaged images. You've got 16 designs and then you're getting 3 of each. So keeping in mind, let that sink in, where you're actually getting the option to make 48 fully decoupaged images. So how this works, a lot of people love decoupage, but you're never sure as to what layers do you cut, how much do you cut away, you know, how much do you leave. So within these ones here, what Hunkdory have done is they've given you the main topper. So what we can do, I do have one already cut out, so I'll start this one here. So all that you would then do is you would then follow the line of your main topper. And you're going to keep going all the way around. That will then give you your cut out topper here. You want to use it like that on its own, you can do. Then what you've got is you've got your coordinated decoupage sheets. So what we can do is, Joe says they're all numbered. So you've got 1, you've got 2A, 2B, then you've got 3A, 3B. So they're all layered up. But what they've also got is they've all got a white halo all the way round. So what you're going to do is I always roughly cut all the way around the main image. And once again, I've got all of these already finished cut now, and I've got pads on the back. But what I wanted to show you is, at first you might think, right, I'm going to cut on that white outline. That white line is more of a guide to let you know where to cut. So if you cut right up to the image, but as I say, that white outline, that is giving you a guide where to follow. So you're going around the whole of the image, following that guide of a line, and then you're going to keep going all the way around. And by doing this each step of the way, as each layer that you go, you're going to get smaller, you're going to get smaller, and you're going to get smaller. So you no longer have to think about, do I take a lot of this image out? Do I take less out? How do I work out my dimensions, the depth? All done for you.
I guess because they're 150 GSM, Craig, as well, they're going to be easier to fussy cut than something that's 250, 300 GSM. So if you're looking at that and thinking, well, there's no way I'm going to be able to get my scissors in there, you are, because it is a little bit of a looser weight for you, isn't it? A bit of a lighter weight. So it's designed for you to get the best result from your fussy cuts.
Absolutely, it is. So that is your, obviously your little book, or that's your decoupage book. So just to show in comparison, so that is obviously for you to cut out, but then you can hear the difference. You can hear the difference when it comes to the layers. So what you would then do is you would carry on fussy cutting all the way around, and then that will give you that little cutie teddy bear that you can see here. So that gives you layer one. So if I bring all of these that I've already done, so then following layer, so that was layer two, so layer three, and then layer four, and layer 5, 6, 7, and it goes on, so it's getting smaller and smaller, so you can pop them all on top. So what I've already done is I've taken one of our nesting dies, our tag ones, and I've brought some of that Get Crafty Adorable Scoreable. I popped some pads on, because the idea for this one was going to be a tag, Joe, not an actual card front. So I've done a little bit of an off shadow using some of our white smooth stamping card. So once again, I've taken that main topper image. So let's take our adhesive off. And I've also brought in a piece of white stamping card, keeping it really clean with this image, but letting the pastel tones run through. So I'm layering that one in here. Then what we can do is let's take these layers off here. Now I've popped my tape on a very specific way. I can't even remember how I planned to layer it up onto this tag, so let's have a look in a minute. So I've clearly not got any tape where my fingers are, so oh, I know what, that must have been what I was going to do. Do it right in the middle. So press that. Then what we can do is we can then come in, but not only have you got your decoupage, you've got these borders, you've got these sentiments as well that you can be using, and you're not going to need them all, so you could be using them for other projects at home. So layer them up, and if you want to start to shape them with your glue gel like Sarah does with her decoupage, then by all means go for it. But I do like that full traditional style stacked on top of each other.
So have you just put these onto foam pads and then stuck them back down, Craig?
So yeah, so this is the backing of, you know our big A4 foam pad sheets?
Oh yeah.
This is the backing off of that. It's also the backing off your A4 adhesive sheets.
Ah, okay.
So anything backing wise.
Could you just use a bit of like wax paper or baking parchment if you didn't have any
You
of that?
could do, or if you've got the backing of your foam pads left over, and I've already been like chopping into mine, but if you've got full sheet backing, keep a hold of them. And then what you can do is, if you are using your foam pads, take them all off in a oneer, stick them up onto your non-stick sheet here, and then that's you good to go to start layering them up all together at the same time.
Awesome.
And that's why I like to do it for these shows, so you don't, hopefully, a lot of the time, you don't need to sit and watch me peeling off loads of backing. But we can also decide ourselves how many layers that we want. So I'm using all the layers here, but you don't have to if you don't want to. You maybe just want to use 2 or 3 layers. It's entirely up to yourself. Maybe you want to go all out like I am. You decide. There's no right or wrong way. So let's bring in that one here, and the smaller ones I'll tend to use my poke tool. So what I can do here is let's pop that one up in the top corner, and I've just backed this onto a piece of our white smooth stamping card. So let's pop that one there, and then enjoy your day. I'll include that as well. Let's pop that there, and then there we go. That's using the decoupage, and I've gone to town with the depth, but that's giving you that option. That's giving you that white halo all the way around for you to follow. So you don't need to decide for yourself. You don't need to work out for yourself what layers you cut, how many you cut. Do you take a lot away? Do you take a little away? You just follow that outline, and then you can create such gorgeous, detailed depth of decoupage.
Awesome, so fantastic, and something a lot of you out there are going to really get a lot of joy out of creating. Joy says, talking about my evenings in, she says, Joe, it's the perfect evening. She does go on to say though, sometimes the tea turns into a lovely glass of red wine. Sometimes that happens at mine as well, Joy, I won't lie. Katie says, I started with Hunkdory and I love it. Stacey also says, just ordered my first adorable scoreable. So looking forward to getting it. Jane, say you definitely do have the best job in the world, Craig, and you're so very good at it. So good on you. June says about me talking about countertops that she might be looking at. Oh, Joe, ha. Not real marble. I'm just going to get the ones that look like real marble. Oh, okay, fair enough. Those marble ones, so expensive. Joy says, I'm just in love with the French wood, the colourful inky paper and the Eastern vellum. Evangeline's gone for the whole collection. Samantha Cheney is loving the teddies. Kate saying cuteness overload. Also about the decoupage. Heidi saying, haha, it's a teddy bear leg. I thought it was a potato and was really confused. Definitely not a potato. Jay saying as well, good morning from Sacramento, California. I'm watching whilst I work. I love Hunkdory and I'm so excited that CC is now retailing their items. Great deals, especially with my platinum discount. Absolutely, great deals indeed. Now, we're going to go back and I'm going to give you another look at something that is only available in the larger collection. It has sold out individually. So let me share with you, got the inspiration sheet in here, which you always get with the topper collections. You have got 8 different topper sets within here. So you've got loads of imagery in each of them as well. We've got birds and peacocks and flamingos. We've also got floral elements and beautiful butterflies. We've got the sea creatures in here as well. Also got those lovely little frogs in there for you. We've got the horses. There's tigers in here, zebras, elephants, giraffes. It's all going on within here. Each one of those topper sheets absolutely loaded with designs and craftable elements. Then you're going to get 8 sheets of the printed cardstock and 8 sheets of the printed and foiled cardstock in there for you. So that is your topper collection. You are then also getting in here your inserts, and my oh my, you've got more inserts than you could shake a pokey tool at in here. You've got 48 inserts in there for you, which is awesome, all with the same artwork as on the toppers, just in a more muted style. So you can see all of those in there, which is awesome. We've then got for you there as well the Little Book of Animal Kingdom, 144 sheets in here. You've got 24 designs and you get 6 of each. So as just Craig showed you in the last couple of demonstrations with fussy cutting and decoupaging, these would be great to enable you to do that. This is something else that you could really use very effectively for those kinds of projects. But again, everything from dragonflies to zebras, it's a real mixed bag in there for you. And that's only available, of course, within the Buy the Collections bundle. I now need to let you know that half the stock of the Buy the Collections bundle is gone. What that means is if you're watching this show back at a later date, now hundreds of you, often thousands of you, join us during the shows, but many more of you watch these shows after they've aired. If you are one of those people watching this back as a repeat over the next 48 hours, please check the website to see what the current stock situation is, because it is very busy as we move towards the end of this show. Craig, what would you like to share with us next?
Right, what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the Animal Kingdom. Now I know it's only available in the big bundle, but what I'm going to do is I've got 2 demos that I really want to show you, and they're quick, so that's why I'm going to sneak both of them in. First one is from the Animal Kingdom, the little book. So I've taken one of the images here, and what I've done, the reason I want to show this now is this is going to show you the opposite side of fussy cut and your decoupage. So I've showed how you do the layers with the decoupage book. This is one where you decide for yourself. So what I've done is mat and layered it onto a piece of gold satin card, and we're going to pop this onto a 5x7 card blank, but I've done it so that the hinges along the top. So if I pop that into place here, and I'm doing it so I've got the same width all the way round and a bit more space at the bottom. So then what I've also done is, while you were chatting, Joe, I took the back ends off. So onto my second image, because you're getting 6 of each, I fussy cut all the way around. So I've got quite a bit of detail. And then I'm going to lay that bang on over the top. And if you like this style but you're never comfortable about getting it straight on, this is when I would urge you to use your glue gel. So I'm taking my third layer, and I've gone a little bit less detail now with our real rose. So that one can go straight over the top. Now I've got some butterflies as well, which then is going to layer over the top too. So we've got that one. So that together, that was still my third layer, the butterflies and that rose. Then our fourth layer is the rose again, but I've trimmed down a little bit less. So we can then pop that one directly over the top. And then we're going to go in, still that same fourth layer, but we're taking the butterfly. That can go over the top. Let's go into our fifth sheet. And now I've gone to town by using them all, but that one can then go right over the top. And each of these layers I've determined for myself as to where I'm cutting. And then that can go over the top here. And then last but not least, with the sixth layer, we've got a really small bit. And at the moment you're thinking, yeah, it still looks like the same design. Well, yes, but what will happen in a moment when I tip it up, but what I've also done was within the topper sheet that coordinates with this image, I've popped out one of these little sentiments here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay that just along the bottom. So what we can do is I'm going to pop a bit at each side, Joe, just so that I don't squash this bottom bit. So if I pop this one on, that one can go here. Now, you know, looks lovely. And yes, I know I've gone to town when it comes to the depth, but I'm going to lift it up from up above. Look at that. Now that is what you would be making a box for, on an envelope box. I would not be posting this in a big envelope out. I would be then hand delivering it or popping it into a parcel. So that is your own style of decoupage that you can be doing.
But you could do 24 of those just from that one book.
Exactly.
Because you've got 24 designs, 6 of each sheet. So that's
Exactly.
24 of those ready to go with your own card blank. That's incredible, Craig.
You really can. And it looks, already looks 3D. You've got all that shadow and that dimension. But once again, if I go that way, you can see, and once again, to reiterate, you can determine what layers. You might want to really go in with lots of detail around the side and fussy cut. That's up to you. So that's from the Animal Kingdom. Now, I know, once again, I know it's only available within the main bundle, but I'd already prepped these. I know so many of you love this collection. So that's one with the whale. So then last but not least, let's bring in, so this is our 5.5 by 5.5 card blank, and I have folded in half so that I'm creating my bit of an easel. So I've taken the gorgeous, gorgeous tigers here, absolutely gorgeous. And I've taken the background card and I've trimmed that to 5.5 by 5.5. And I've done it so that we can still see the imagery of the tigers. Once again, gold satin card. So you can see how much I've really ran with either the gold mirror or the gold satin card within this set here. And then what I'm doing is, if I take these ones off, so what I can do is, if I pop this back into the center here, So I'm going to pop that in there. Now this is a long border strip that you get on the topper sheet. So what I'm going to do, I should have trimmed that beforehand, but I'm going to do a little mark so I know where to cut. So I'm going to cut here. And then this bit, this is actually a piece of waste that comes from the side. Well, I'm not wanting to waste that. So what I'm going to do is let's trim that to the same width here. And then I can pop that along the top and the bottom. So this one, I'm going to run along the top, and it finishes off the images. It sort of frames them in a way. So it's a nice way to use them. So I can pop that one here, along there. And then we still need a stopper, so I'm bringing in one of the sentiments. It says, be strong, brave, courage. Be strong, brave, and courage. Good luck. And with this being the background, don't worry if you cover any elements, but what I am going to do is pop that into the middle. And then let's finish off just with a couple of layers here. So I'm going to do the same. So with this one, it's still our background. So what I've done is I've taken the extra bits of these borders, and I'm going to pop this one along the top. So this is what I would usually do, and put the borders on first and then trim them. So we can match these all the way along. And I think what's so good about the new products we've had today, certainly if we focus on the Animal Kingdom and Eastern Wishes, is you could not get any two different colour tones. So it works well that if, maybe you want to be real bright and spring-like, then you can be using the Eastern Promise.
Yeah, and I think if you've just recently got
Wishes, I've done what you've done.
It was only a matter of time, Craig.
It was.
I think if you've very recently got into card making, maybe you're a scrapbooker, maybe you're doing other genres of craft, you think about what this Buy the Collections bundle will give you, Craig. Such a well-rounded stash of stuff to create some awesome card projects with.
There is. And I can't reiterate enough, if you are a beginner, or maybe you are more advanced, but you're looking for collections that you can do really quick and simple cards, this is what you're going to be using, 110%. So I've taken the tigers, and now you'll find a recurring theme where I don't always use that inner frame, but you can be using elsewhere. So what I've done is I've taken some of our tape along the bottom here, and what you could do, if you wanted to stabilize this a little bit more, you could pop some acetate on the back and trim all the way around, and this is going to stabilize the ring, oval ring. So what I'm doing is I'm popping that one in here, and then if I bring in the image, and I've only popped foam pads to the bottom, that can sit into the middle here. And then let's bring in one of those toppers. Doesn't say anything, it's just got a really nice image of a tiger. And I can sit that to the side here. And then there we go. We've got our easel with the tigers. You can see, so this is what I mean. You could, if you want, pop acetate on the back to stabilize it. However, I don't always think you need to. So we've got our tigers at the bottom. We've got our sentiment here as well. But really nice, really gorgeous, and more importantly, it will certainly fit into a 6x6 envelope, given that extra part that sticks out at the top.
Really, really awesome, Craig. A fantastic project that you're going to be able to create so quickly and so easily with that particular collection. Evangeline says, I'm so speechless with Craig's demo. I love that tiger image. Lynn says, we definitely need more tigers in our crafting. I couldn't agree more with you, Lynn. I want to go back through the pattern packs that we've got available for you in the Adorable Scoreable. Now, they are all available individually as well, so I'm going to give you the individual details. You get 24 sheets in each one of these packs, which is brilliant, and they are all in their different themes. So let me just share that with you again. So you've got the marble here first. Love that one, absolutely gorgeous. You've got some white on black, some black on white within here. They're like amazing Italian statues, aren't they? I just love them. So you've got that in there. Quarter of this one gone on its own individually. The next one that we've got for you is the ink blend. And these are fantastic because it looks like something that can be quite tricky, which is like alcohol inks on acetate or photo paper, but this is all done for you, and it's in a really lovely variation of colorways, which is awesome. So you've got that one there, that's included for you. 25% of that one has sold out and gone to. Get Crafty is the next one, and this one's great because it's like a faux craft card, which is brilliant, but it has these repeating patterns on it. So it's a really nice, love that geometric one, and love the candy stripe in there too. Again, 20% of that one has now sold out and gone. French wood, which is one of the most popular actually individually. It is the most popular. It's on an ink mist, on an adorable, scoreable, matastic cardstock base here. Like very gorgeous, refined French wallpapers almost. Just lovely. A lot of that one has gone. 30% in fact. The next one we've got is your falling flowers. Now this is awesome. This is definitely on a coated cardstock. Lots of floral imagery in really lovely warm oranges, reds and yellows. Almost a little bit sort of ditzy floral there with that one. You've also got 20% of that one has gone. This one is your blue and cream, like Italian pottery almost this. Really beautiful, lots of lovely designs, lots of repeating patterns in there, and just quite bold. I really love this shade of blue. What would you call this? How would you describe this blue, Craig?
Oh,
is it a cornflower blue? I don't think it really is, it? It's a bit richer than a cornflower blue, I'd imagine.
I would say it's a bit richer, yeah. It really is.
It's a really, really lovely colour. Absolutely gorgeous. $7.99 or $11.99. 20% of that one has gone. However, the best way to get the best value is to buy them all together, because you get so much when you get them together. When you buy them all together, it's 144 sheets. Platinum members can pick it up for £32 or $47.20. 40% of the buy the collection has gone. What I would say is when you get it as a platinum member, you're looking at 22 pence a sheet or 32 cents per sheet when you get as a platinum member. And that per sheet cost for 350 GSM adorable scoreable is excellent value for money, and has reminded me that I need to not forget the demo of the show. And we have not forgotten, don't you worry. We're doing it. We're really doing it. And Evangeline said, Joe, you're doing an awesome job going through all the products. Thank you, Evangeline. There is an awful lot to get through in this show. I would absolutely suggest that you go over to the website, click the shop the show button, because there's stuff under here I've not even had an opportunity to show you. Haven't even shown you the gilding flakes. Those colour families are still exceptionally busy as well. Craig, how are you getting on over there? You ready to whiz us through the demo of the show?
Yeah, but I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to just hold them up, because I've got that many. I didn't realise I'd done that many.
We'll have to number them, Craig, and then hopefully someone will remember which number is which card as we go through.
I'll set them at the side of me as well. So we've got number 1 with the paramount. Then we've got number 2 with our whale, our animal kingdom. And then number 3 is using the marble adorable scoreable.
I think that might be my favourite.
Do you think so?
Mm.
And then we've got number 4, which is our Eastern Wishes. Here. Then number 5 is, this was originally using the adorable scoreable, but what I've done is I've included the Eastern Promise DL pad. And then number 6 was the teddy bear decoupage. And then number 7...
Wowzers, we've really gone through them today.
I know, I didn't realise I'd done so much. Was the traditional decoupage from the Animal Kingdom. And then number 8 is using Animal Kingdom again, but this is using our easel one. So number 8 there.
So, do you want to just whiz back through them again?
Yep.
I mean, it's a lot to remember there. Okay.
Number 1, or number 2, or number 3.
It's like being at the opticians, with or without?
Or with
number
or
4
without.
or with number 5?
Number 4, and then number 5, and then number 6, and then number 7, and then number 8 here.
Awesome. Get voting. Rachel is our social media superstar for the show today, has got a job on her hands getting through these today, collating these. I'm going to go through the colour fountains. I need to let you know that the yellow, gone, sold out. The red, also gone, sold out. Now, I've also still got available for you, you're going to have to go for the orange and the green, or you're going to have to go for, multiples of them. $9.99 for one, or £10 for two. I know what I'd be doing. $17.99 for one in the US, or $18 for two in the US. You know what you need to do. You can get an extra one for a penny or a cent, which is awesome. So make sure you stock up on those, which is brilliant. So you've got those there. They are still in stock, available. Just those two. They are hanging on though by an app, just hanging on by a thread. Now, I'm going to move on to the foiled aperture cards. Now, you get 24 here in this collection, and they are absolutely awesome because what they are is an aperture card. Now, it's die cut. The centre's still in there, which is great because it gives you more options on how you want to use these, but then they are foiled and cut for you also, which is absolutely brilliant in a variety of different shapes. Some silver, some gold as well. So you've got lots of different options. Now, not only do you get the 24 of these, what you also then receive is all the envelopes that you need to go with them, which is fantastic. Now, we're going to move on. I'm going to share with you the coloured inserts, which are these ones just here. Now, what you've got in here, Craig's rightly said as well, he wouldn't be using these as inserts because they are bold enough to use as an outside element on your card. They remind me of, like, you know what, the backgrounds that are created on watercolour card with our water reactive ink pads. They kind of look a bit like that, so you could use them as backgrounds if you wanted to. If you don't have water reactive ink pads, or you don't have the know-how or the confidence to create them, how brilliantly for what, £9 or $13.50, we're going to send you 48 backgrounds all done and ready to go, which I think is absolutely awesome. Now, I know Craig's got another demonstration that he wants to squeeze in before the end of the show, and it's a concept, I hear, Craig.
It is indeed. It's from the Eastern Wishes. So this is the concept. Now, the only thing you'll notice that I've added is a tiny little bit of ribbon.
Oh, Craig, by the way, do you know Sarah's record for demos is 8. Ooh. This is you get this one finished, it's a record-breaking show, Craig. Maybe even you could get 2 in and do 10 and smash it out and really blow a record out of the water. I'm with her at 7 p.m. as well, so I'm going to have to break that news to her very gently later, Craig.
Rightio, let's have a look and see if we can. So what I've done is we've got our actual apartment here. So all I've done is I've popped it out, and all these little inner parts, these are all die cut. So you just pop them ones all out. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do mountain and valley. So I'm going to fold into the middle, and then we're going to valley fold the opposite sides. So we're going to do the same on this one here. So if we press all them together, so this is where we've now got our concertina effect. So if we then go back into our topper sheet, now just to say as well, so this is the one that I've done. This is all the extras that I've still not used when it comes to that. So you could be using them elsewhere. So what I'm doing is if I bring this one in here, so let's take these bits out, and these are all one, but all you need to do is pop all these die cut bits out as well. So we can move that to the side. So let's go for, let's take that one, let's take that one, let's take that one, and then let's do a sentiment. So what I'm going to do is if we bring in our adhesive, on my one I've used our foam pads, but this is to show how you can keep it flat if you want. Because what you've got when it comes to these ones here is you have got, so you can make 8 in total, but what you've got is you've got 4 designs, and then you've got 2 of each one. And you also get the envelopes to go with them. So I'm going to pop them there, and then let's pop our little sentiment into the middle. So now what I'm going to do is this way. So if we see from up above, we've got that effect there. But what we want to do this time is we want to do the opposite effect. So that's going down and up. This is going up, then down. So you've got that opposite effect there. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to pop adhesive onto all of these bits here. So if I pop them ones in, then at this point, what you need to do is just be careful. We could fold that over. Now we want to tuck this one in. And then what I also want to do is I want to then match that over that main component. So then that's going to come up this way. So we can see where we're going here. Then we need to just pull that in slightly and layer that over the next one. And all the mechanisms are already done for you where my thumb is there. So it's all thought for you. So we're going to give that a little bit of extra press. We can then do the same with the third one. So we can press that one there, and then we can just pull it all together, and this is where we're going to get that one there. So this is how it's looking from up above. So then all we need to do is just manipulate that slightly. So we're going up, we're going down, we're going up, we're going down. I'm going to press that together. You could add extra gems or embellishments, but if I show you the back, you can be writing in all these spaces because they are printed for you, but you've got your mechanism that goes all the way down and folds flat so you to put into your little envelope. And as I say, you've got 8 of these that you can make. You've got 4 designs and you're getting 2 of each.
How fantastic. Absolutely awesome. They are there within your Eastern Wishes collection as well. Number 7 is winning. Card 7 is winning. Craig, you've got 6.5 minutes. So you have already taken the record, I believe, and you've got 6.5 minutes to get another demonstration in. Can you do it, Craig?
Yeah, we're going to go for it.
We're going to go for another Eastern Wishes one.
Yes, let's go for it.
He's determined now. Or I tell you what I could do, Craig. I could just go back through the collections and we could just do that and not do an extra demo. What do you think?
Nah, you've talked enough. So let's do some scoring. So what I'm going to do...
They're saying in the gallery that you're quietly competitive. I would drop the quietly and just say Craig is competitive. He's not quietly competitive.
So what we are doing, let's go in the right way. So I'm going to score at 4 inches, 5 inches, and then I'm going to do the same on the opposite side, there and then there. So then what I can then do, so if I fold these bits here, so this is using our Eastern Promise, so we've got our middle panel, and then what I'm going to do is on the other ones, we can fold here. And because it's adorable scoreable, and we've not actually touched upon this in the show, it means you can score, and so you can score all of your score lines and you're not going to get any creasing whatsoever when it comes to burnishing them. So let's burnish this one. I would do all 4 lines, but for time and speed, I'm not going to. So if we go from up above, you'll be able to see this is that effect that we've got here.
Nice.
So we've got that one. Let's bring in this topper. So we're going to pop this one in here. So let's take the main part out. So I don't want that inner frame. And this is where at home, what I would do, if I do pop them out with my hand, I would then come along and I would go in with my little scissors and snip all these little compartment bits that are holding them into place. I popped adhesive top and bottom, and what I'm going to do is let's flatten it to make it easier. I'm going to centralise it there. What I've also done is taken a couple of those border strips, so let's do one on this side, and then what we're going to do is let's finish it off, and also using what was the waste at the side, let's also pop that one at the side, so we can then pop that one here and there. Let's snip that one off, then all that we need to do is come along with our topper. So let's move.
Well, I do hope you're going to get this finished in the next minute and a half, Craig, because I mean, only counts, of course, it was a full demo.
Oh, we'll get it finished. We'll get it finished.
I hear that we have to maybe wrap the show early, Craig, so you might have to just...
Oh, it's funny because I'm hearing the same things you're hearing and I didn't hear that. So let's pop our topper into the middle. Let's bring in our sentiment into the bottom. And this is one way in which you can use that full background. And let's even then, so that, you know, just to show that I'm wasting time now, let's bring in another little topper, circle topper. What I can do is then pop that one on a pad into the middle, and let's refold these lines. And there we go, we've got our concept card that we can see here. Still always folds flat. You can see you've got the depth there. And then what you can then do is come along with your insert, pop it onto the back if you want, maybe pop some of that pattern paper, but then you've got that really, really nice card.
Oh, how fantastic. I think you should leave Sarah a note for later, Craig, letting her know that you that you got through 10 demonstrations in the one show. That's the record. You do know now, though, that she's going to be aching to get that 11th demo in the show. How awesome, though, Craig. Seriously, what an awesome show it's been. It's been so great doing the show with you. Everyone's loved it at home. The demo of the show was number 7, Craig.
Number 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Butterfly
I'm not
decoupage.
surprised. I am not surprised. So you can see,
love that one.
That would still look lovely if you kept that flat. If you kept that completely flat, but having the option to decoupage it all the way up. Now, yes, you know what I'm like, I have gone to town and I like to go to town on decoupage. You don't have to, but you've got that option and that's how spectacular it can look.
It looks absolutely great. Craig has thrown down the gauntlet, says Stacey. Lynn says, new title, Craig is now the demo king with 10 demos in one show. Congratulations, Craig. Lots of you have loved this show. What I would say is please don't forget to check out your baskets, check out your carts. Very busy. A lot of that big collection has gone. If you're watching this show back at a later date, please do check the website for the stock situation. Craig, massive thank you to you.
Joe,
it's a pleasure to spend the last couple of hours with you. Big thanks, of course, to you guys at home. I'll be back in a couple of hours' time with Sarah, so hopefully see you then. But here's a sneak at what's coming up here on Crafters TV.
Bye. Hey guys, right, what I want you to do is tune in and watch Sarah and Joe for an incredible launch party show that is with our brand new subscription box number 35. It's all about these really fun and cute penny slider stamp and die sets. But then these ones here, what you're getting is the ability to make the penny sliders. However, what they've also got on the show is the scene edgeables as well. So this is just one of many styles that you'll be able to create when it comes to this collection. So it's going to be a jam-packed show, 7 p.m. here in the UK, or of course it's going to be 2 p.m. Eastern time for you guys stateside. But then what I want you to do, very next day, 12 noon here in the UK, 7 a.m. Eastern time, I want you to tune in and join myself and Joe for a wake-up call with Craig. We're going to be having a look at all things crafty that's coming up on Crafters TV throughout Wednesday. We're even going to sprinkle a little bit of craft vault deals when it comes to the show as well. So that is certainly one you're not going to want to miss.